This is a demonstration of how to format not only research papers, but any typed assignment. It's a good habit to be consistent with your assignment formatting. It gives your assignments a professional look, and your readers, including your instructors, will appreciate that. At the end of the video, I'll also show you how to do a hanging indent for a works cited page in your research paper. But first, let's just talk about some basic formatting. So I'll show you how to set up a written assignment, but why don't you follow along with me by doing it yourself too? At this point, you can pause the video and open a blank Word document, and I'll meet you back here. Before you type your essay, make sure a few things are set up correctly. First, set the document so that it's double-spaced. To do that, go up here to the paragraph box, click on this button, and bring it down to 2.0. Then, make sure you have 1-inch margins on each side of the page. You can check this by clicking on the Page Layout tab. Then click on Margins, and make sure it's set to normal, where the top, left, bottom, and right sides are all set to 1 inch. Next, you want to insert page numbers. Go up to the Insert tab, click on Page Number. In the MLA format, page numbers always go at the top of the page in the right corner. So that'll bring up a cursor in front of the page number. Then you'll want to type your last name and 1 space. When you click out of here back into the body of the paper, you can scroll down and see that on the next page, the page numbers automatically continue. Here you can pause the video to check the margins of your document, set it to double-spaced, and insert page numbers. Next, we'll do the heading. It's a good habit to type in a standard, legible font like Times New Roman. This makes it easier to read, but it will also make you appear more professional. So in the upper left-hand corner, you'll type your name, first and last, and indent once. Then type your instructor's first and last name, indent again, type the course name, indent again, and the date. Next, indent twice. Move your cursor to the center. And here we're going to type the title. The title should not be in bold font or italicized or underlined or in quotation marks. It'll just be plain 12-point font. But it'll be in what's called title case, which means that you'll capitalize the first letter of the first word and then the first letter of each following word, except for small filler words like a, to, an, or, and, the, etc. So take a moment to pause the video and type your heading and title in your document. Here's how a finished paper should look. It's double-spaced. It has page numbers, a standard heading, and a title. Notice that each paragraph is indented once. I did that by pushing the Tab key. And there is no extra space between paragraphs. Next, I'll show you how to format the hanging indent. To do that, I'll bring up my Works Cited page. Notice that I've typed each citation in here already. Now, please do not try to do a hanging indent manually by hitting the space bar or the tab key. You will only end up pulling your hair out in frustration. It's next to impossible to do it that way. So let me show you a great trick. Highlight the text of all your citations. And you'll need to make sure that the ruler is showing. So click on the View tab at the top and check the ruler box. This will bring up the ruler. So you'll hover your cursor over this bottom triangle in the ruler, click down, and move it in 1/2 inch or 5 spaces. See? It drags in all the secondary lines of each of your citations. Pretty easy, huh?